What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are jumping right into it again today. We are currently at WR Technica getting this splitter chassis mounted up to the S2000 for the final piece of aero going on the car. So I wasn't actually here yesterday. I dropped the car off for WR Technica and Will to get the material that they need to actually mount this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in some footage that WR Technica took yesterday while they were doing some of the work before I could actually get here. You guys can see the mounts that Will made up. These are so cool because they're actually recessed into the splitter, so if I scrape, it's going to scrape the splitter before it scrapes the button. Now these are all quick release tabs that will hold into the front bumper right here, and we are waiting for our chassis mounted pieces to come in. That way we can have this chassis mounted on both this side and this side. This thing is going to be crazy stable, but I just thought this is one of the coolest things because this splitter is going to make it a pain in the butt to get on and off trailer. So we can actually just press these buttons down here and it releases the splitter completely off of the car. Very, very easy and very simple. Will, you want to give us a rundown of what's going down today?
Yo, what's up, guys? We got the brace spread components, split little brackets coming right now. However, these are the quick latch. This pin right here is what's installed up here, just like so. It's gonna go down right into the catch, and that's it. And you just press the button and it comes right out.
That is so sick, dude. That's really so cool.
Splitter. So whenever he has to load his car on the trailer or take it off for whatever reasons at all, it'll be quick.
Fucking sick, dude. Here, Will, just making more mounting holes.
Yep, basically installing these red nuts. So if you want to mount, like, let's say a bolt to anything at all onto like cheap metal or plastic, you want to install like a permanent nut, this is what you can do. So you rivet these nuts into literally up here, just like,
oh, sick.
The Spoon bumper already came with some,
right?
But we're also adding our own. I actually personally don't like these style because when you crimp these ones, you actually have like a whole, a lot more footprint.
Right.
It'll be like a larger washer area. So I feel like these could get pulled out a little bit easier. So
they're perfectly mounted, yeah.
Yeah, so we're actually installing these ones so that when you crimp it, they'll literally be about that fat. Kind of like a big washer.
Yeah. Perfect. So these are the actual chassis mount brackets that we need for the splitter from race bred components here. Let's see, these things are actually like super gnarly too. Wow. That is actually pretty wild, dude. And it has yeah, full adjustability and everything too.
So check this out. So when you have this mounted onto the car, you pull this pin here, you could set it so this could slide out.
Oh my god, so you can just slide.
You just slide it out, that's the idea. You slide it out, slide it in, that's it.
That's so cool, dude. Yeah. So the cool thing about the race brake components chassis mount kit is it actually uses all stock parts. So right next to the radiator support, you have this bracket up here. It gives you a little bracket that you slide in and bolt in the actual bracket to. That's how it basically mounts, and it's quick release too. So on and off, super, super easy. And it's got some crazy adjustability, so if I want to raise the splitter or lower it, we can always do that. But I think we have the perfect height with the Spoon bumper right here, but adjustability is amazing on this, and this thing is going to be mounted like crazy. So we're testing the mounting position right now to see how high the chassis mount has to sit. So we can either lower it or raise it, and there will be like a piece of mesh right here to kind of block out any air that slides are in between the bumper and the splitter right here. Maximum downforce, Tim, you know what I'm saying?
Sounds good to me.
So some of you may have questions on why I didn't go with a bigger front splitter. We run running in the Global Time Attack Street class, and our front splitter is not allowed to be 5 inches past the front bumper. So I think that this is a perfect amount. What do you think this is, Tim?
Let's see here. Let's do a dad measurement here. About 3 inches.
About 3 inches? Yeah, that's like the perfect amount right here. And then obviously, once I go bigger wing and stuff in the rear, having a bigger splitter will come in handy too. So we'll just upgrade the wing and the splitter at the same time when I see fit.
I don't know if you noticed, but it hangs off the bumper right here.
Yeah.
It's so the air will actually go past. You're not gonna hit the tire, but it's gonna be really good for you.
Yeah. So basically, you guys can see the bracket is right there. Looks really cool, and it has a quick release pin system where you pull this pin and you can actually slide the bumper out. So let me put this back in. So what we did to make it easier so we don't have to remove the wheels when we're removing the pin, we took this mesh out right here, you can see. So we can actually just reach our arms in there like this and pull the pin right there for an easy, quick release system. This is actually super, super sick. I love this. So our chassis mount brackets are officially in now. Not super tight, this one isn't super tight yet, but we have to go ahead and drill holes into our diffuser now, or our splitter now, so that we can actually have it chassis mounted. And they went ahead and lined up all of the holes already. This is where we're gonna be drilling into the splitter, and then it'll officially be chassis mounted. This is gonna be so good. Quick update on the splitter here. It didn't mount up quite exactly how we had hoped with the foam. The foam's a little bit too dense, so it's not compressing against the front bumper and the splitter. So we're gonna take a break from the splitter, try and find a solution, but while we do that, we're gonna put this thing on the alignment rack so that when I go to the track on Monday, this thing's all aligned and good to go, just like we had it before we did the button reload. So take a small break from this, let's get this thing aligned. But damn, this thing does look freaking sick on the car. I just have to take a quick second here and say this car is freaking amazing. Like, this is honestly gotta be one of my favorite cars ever. It's so perfect. Hey guys, I wanted to take a quick break in today's video to give a huge thank you to our video sponsor, Valvoline. With every great car comes great reliability, and that's where Valvoline comes in. You guys know that Valvoline is a huge part of the channel, and for the GTR, we only use Valvoline's full synthetic to keep this thing running strong and smooth. This is basically my daily driver, and Valvoline's full synthetic keeps it running strong every single day. All right, day number 2 of mounting the front splitter, and it is officially on. They did a little R&D here. Dude, you feel how fucking, oh, hold on, wait. It's in there. So we got the foam all underneath, so this thing has no air gaps, which is exactly what we wanted for maximum downforce. It does have a pretty gnarly angle downward, so we're gonna have a ton of downforce in the front, so that's something that I'm gonna have to get very used to, especially with having downforce in the rear with the wing. What do you think? This should...
I can't move my foot hard.
Yeah, this should be an amazing difference when we get to the track, and we are doing Laguna Seca this weekend.
Laguna Seca.
My dream
Laguna
track.
Seca.
If you guys didn't see the rally, I told you guys that next year was my timeline for driving Laguna Seca. I'm sending it this weekend. We are full send doing it, and I am nervous as hell. But we have aero for it. I'm super stoked. This is what the splitter looks like, and we actually, this is like super dark. Why are you super dark? We actually have to take the splitter off before we can load it up on the trailer, so I'll show you guys how easy it is to actually unmount this thing and throw it onto the trailer. But here, you guys can actually see the foam that they use down here to restrict any airflow getting in between the splitter and the front bumper. Maximum downforce. Am I right, Tim?
Yes, maximum. Until you go in the really advanced class and have wings all over it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be
crazy.
really
Like a full what's that one? Top Gun, not Top Gun, but it's like, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a really sick S2000. So
my question for you, Dustin.
Top fuel. That's what it was. Okay.
How nervous are you that you haven't even tested the car with downforce, period?
When I think about driving on Laguna Seca, I want to throw up. That's my feeling right now. But it's okay. We're gonna just figure it out.
I'll try and get that on film if you actually do.
If you don't do it, you'll never know. So you gotta just go for it.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and load this thing up. I'll show you guys how to unmount the splitter. Then we're gonna drive to Art of Attack because we gotta drop this thing off for a tune, and I'm gonna play a little bit of Sim. So, the thing is super easy to take off. There is 2 pins on the inside of the bumper that you unlatch, and then you have quick release tabs underneath. You got one more on your side. And easy enough, splitter's off, and we can easily load this in and out of the truck. Some nice downforce there, Tim. We got a little bit of air right there.
Yeah, it helped me out a little bit.
Ready? This is Laguna Seca prep.
Yeah, you got
This
this.
would be the perfect lap. We're driving an S2000, sort of modded like mine. You ready for this, Tim?
Yeah, you got this.
A little too early on that corner. Live action right here, Tim. Oh.
Don't do that in real life.
I'm not ready for the corkscrew. Oh, I hit first. I should have done it first. You know, we did a little bit of work here, right, Tim?
Yeah, just try it on the sim, not in real life.
Let's not shift into first on the track. It should be okay. All right, Tim. Not even mad about it. What did we get this time? What is that? A 147? S2K? If I can get a 147 in real life, I'm a proud man.
If you're getting it on here, you should be able to get in real life.
One more lap. Okay, maybe not. Come on, baby! Let's not do this in real life. Alright, I know it's hard to believe, but I ended up doing really well in the sim actually. 144 with S2K, which I would be so happy if we get a 144 on Laguna this Sunday. So that's gonna be the goal now, 144. Before we end today's video, we're gonna go ahead and head over to Entice Motorsports so you guys can get an update on the R32, and then we'll be good. Oh, shit. What up?
Come here.
I brought the best gift of all.
What's that, bro?
Motec ECU, baby.
Oh, bro, I appreciate it.
Look at this. This is gold, John. This is freaking gold, bro. All right, guys, before we end today's video, we are back at Entice Motorsports to check out the R32 and give you guys a little progress update. I'll be back later this week to show you guys a more in-depth update and give you guys a full video on it, but there's a lot that has been done since the last time that you've seen this car. I'm gonna let John explain to you guys every little detail that's been done so far since the last episode. Lay it down for me, John. There's been a lot, right?
Yeah, there's quite a bit. I mean, we got all the hardware done. All the hardware has been installed.
Yeah, so like the intake manifold's now fully in place. We do have to take out the turbo manifold because we do have stuff for the Motec system.
Yeah, that we didn't anticipate for. So we had actually already bolted on. All the studs got replaced. Everything's stainless steel, 304. Nuts and studs on everything. Everything's been replaced to new hardware. Went ahead and welded AN fittings for the water lines, changed out the pulleys, new timing belt, deleted the AC compressor pump.
Ripped to AC.
Delete the AC compressor and the pump. The lines have been deleted. This has been fully welded. We smoothed it out so you couldn't see the weld. All the piping, intercooler, everything's been welded already. However, when Dustin brought the Motec system today, we didn't know that it was going to have individual monitoring sensors for each runner. So
which is sick though, but
yeah,
it's sick.
Yeah, it's better to have it than to not have it, I should say. Oil cooler relocator has been installed. There's quite a few things that have been done already, but there's still a lot more to go. So hopefully now we can start hitting it now that we have all the gaskets, all the parts. So it should be a lot.
We're looking good. We're looking really good. We'll probably have it finished within probably the week or next week to have everything completely done and buttoned up. But
the goal is Friday. Obviously, the goal is to get it done by Friday. It's more waiting on stuff. As you're going, you start to figure out, okay, we can relocate this, we can move that around. We have the oil cooler, for instance, that we got, but the lines go all the way across, and we're actually going to redo the lines and have it mounted a lot closer to the actual oil flow.
Whenever you guys see some RBs that are built or have an upgraded turbo system or whatever, there's always crazy lines ran all over the motor and everywhere in the engine bay, and we're trying to clean that up a little bit, make it look as clean as possible in here, because we did do a lot of work in the engine bay to make this extremely clean. As you guys can see, this was my dream car, and building it single turbo like we have has been a dream for me. So I wanted this to be perfectly spec'd, as clean as possible, but also as functional as possible, which is where John comes in. So,
yeah, so in a lot of stuff we're removing it because it doesn't work anymore, and a lot of those parts are hard to get. So, I mean, with time, you'll see it's going to look a lot cleaner. It's going to be easier to work on the car in the future. So if anything ever does come up, you don't have to struggle getting into stuff, especially on the intake side. These cars are a headache to work on.
Yeah, now look, everything is just right here. You guys can see the oil cooler relocator down there. So the oil filter usually sits around like right here, but John's gonna go ahead and relocate that so that it runs from down there up to probably like right here in this vicinity to make it super easy for us. And it just looks weird in this area, especially with how nice we have everything. So having it right here, easily accessible, and will look a little bit better, but this is where we are so far. guys, we have just made it home, and before we end this video, I'm gonna show you guys something that's super cool. So my good friend Joseph is actually an artist over at Bungie, and if you guys don't know, Bungie is the creator of Destiny and Destiny 2, and like I said, he's actually an artist there, and me and Joseph became friends back on Xbox 360 on Halo 3, like forever ago, 10 years, 10 years ago, whatever it was. And we became really good friends, and we had never met in person, but we have always kept in touch. He's from San Diego, and I was from Mississippi at the time, and when I moved to San Diego, we actually linked up in Seattle. I know this is probably so confusing for you guys, but we linked up in Seattle, and we've just kept in touch ever since. And so both of our dreams were to work at Bungie, and now he's actually doing it. And he was kind enough to send me over some of his artwork of the Vex. I'm just nerding out right now, but I thought this was super cool, and I wanted to put this in the video to show you guys. Super cool artwork. I'm gonna throw this up in my studio. I haven't put anything up just yet because we are gonna paint the office, so I didn't want to like put holes in the wall and then have the painters cover it and all that stuff, but thought this was super cool. All right, guys, that is gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the updates with the S2K and the R32 and stuff. We have a lot going on, but I'm so stoked to drive Laguna Seca this weekend. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 500K. I will see all of you guys in the next one. Peace out.